Hello, Phil Swann here again with another quick episode of Together, looking at bringing together well-being, good mental health and the Christian hope. I want to talk to you today about the importance of rest. I hope you had a nice bank holiday yesterday. It's good, isn't it, to have a break from work or to do something different. And whatever you did, I hope it was a break from the rigours and the demands of life. Rest is important. God has actually designed us for rest. We're told in the creation account that on the seventh day, God rested. And that became enshrined in the Ten Commandments, that one day in seven, that's referred to there as the Sabbath, which we now know as the Lord's Day, is to be a day of rest and a day dedicated to the worship of God. Rest is important. You simply can't keep going all of the time without rest. You may think that you can, and sadly some people do, but they always come a cropper. We all need rest and quality rest. I expect you know what it's like to have a broken night's sleep and a night when you don't really rest or your mind is racing with problems and all sorts of things. It's an awful experience, but flip that round the other way, to have a really good night's sleep. When your mind is at peace and at ease, that is a great thing. Maybe it's helpful during this week now just to spend a bit of time looking at your typical working week. One of the problems with the COVID situation and many of us working from home is that the days have all got blurred into one and routine can often go out of the window. That opportunity to gather your thoughts on the commute to work or the way back home has gone. You literally can step out of the challenges of everyday life, of the family, the homeschooling and all the rest of it, straight into work and then out from work back into the hurly-burly of the family. We all need rest. And it's important that you invest in this. So look at each day. Write rest into your daily. Write rest into your diary. Don't feel guilty about it. God has designed you to need rest, and you must honour that. And you must respect the way in which he's made you. Rest is so important. But you know, there's a unique rest that Christians have. Not just physical, emotional and mental rest, which we all need for our well-being, but the Bible speaks about there being rest for our souls. Our souls can become weary. What wearies the human soul? Well, ultimately, it's sin. Sin is toxic. And when I sin and when you sin, we pollute ourselves. We cause deep distress within ourselves. We cause deep disorderedness. And Jesus says to us in that state, "Come to me and I will give you rest." Rest for the soul. He does reach the part of us that no one else can reach. And he does that because uniquely, as we were reminded perhaps last week if you tapped into Easter, that by his death and by his resurrection, he is able to make all things new. He is able to deal with our sins. And instead of bringing self-guilt and shame and self-recrimination and feelings of despair, he offers peace. Do you have a troubled soul today? The answer isn't found in meditation or mindfulness or even the breathing and relaxation that we talked about earlier on Together. No, the answer to a really troubled soul is Jesus, who does say to you, "Come to me and I will give you rest." Will you go to him today? Rest for your body, rest for your mind, but what about rest for your soul? God bless you today with perfect rest in him.